Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And this video is full of how we're going to fix it together because Governor Pritzker in Illinois is threatening sheriffs to fire them from their jobs if they don't enforce the assault weapons ban that just passed, of which they have promised not to do. This is going to be entertaining. Everything is linked in the description box below, and you're going to want to send this one out. And if you are new or a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button. Make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on so we can get as many people in the fold as we can and pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And it starts with something as simple as subscribing to a community like this one. Now, the content that I'm about to cover is brought to you by Second Press. This is my company, and quite simply, I founded it because I'm sick of the status quo. I don't like being upset about something and not having an outlet to fix it, not having a plan in action, and that is what the Second Press is all about. We are creating original, shareable Pro 2A articles, narrating podcasts, funding multiple YouTube channels, and offering exclusive content with your favorite 2A creators on our Substack. Please support us by clicking the link in the description box below, and I'd love to see you guys over there, and thank you so much in advance for checking it out. But my brothers and sisters, we have got to jump into this because we have constitutional sheriffs saying it ain't happening, Pritzker, and then Pritzker threatening with a job even though they're in an elected position. You cannot make this stuff up, because what do we always say? Tyrant's gonna tyrant. Let's get it. All right. I'm going to start with Pritzker. Pritzker threatens to fire police for not enforcing the Illinois gun ban. Now, this was signed today. The assault weapons ban is now effectively law in Illinois until it gets a TRO, which I'm sure is going to happen pretty soon, just like Oregon did, New York did, New Jersey did, California almost did. It's all the rage to get smacked down in court to virtue signal to your gun controlling left. Anyway, byproduct of frustration. Let's get going and let's show you what they're saying. After several Illinois law enforcement agencies said they won't enforce the new gun ban, Governor J.B. Pritzker had a strong response: comply or hit the road. Yeah, these are sheriffs. What I'm about to show you is the statements from sheriffs. Sheriffs are elected by the people, constitutionally protected by the people, elected by the people, preventing tyranny across the board. This is the whole point of this position being elected. Anyway, let's keep going. Quote, as are all law enforcement all across our state, and they will in fact do their job or they won't be in their job, Pritzker said Tuesday during a press conference. Ooh, tough words from a tyrant. Again, too bad. This is an elected position. It is not up to him. He cannot fire them. He is just talking tough. But let me show you what's got him all in a tizzy for someone daring to ignore his edicts from on high, the tyrant himself. Let's get it. Here's one of the press releases. This is interesting stuff. Sheriff Howard stated, quote, a little over a month ago, I took my oath of office as a sheriff, and part of that oath was to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, including the Second Amendment. The provisions of House Bill 5471 are clearly in violation of the Second Amendment, and my deputies and I will not be enforcing this unconstitutional law against law-abiding citizens, Howard added. Yeah, that'd get a tyrant upset. Check out what the state's attorney is saying. Once again, we see that those in control in Springfield pass unconstitutional legislation in the waning hours of a legislative session in a backdoor method, just like they did with the Safe T Act. In this case, it affects Second Amendment rights of all citizens in Illinois, whether in Chicago or Perry County. State's Attorney Searby said, this legislation basically bans objects and property that law-abiding individuals have legally owned for years and in some instances decades, while allowing them if you register them with the Illinois State Police. My office will exercise prosecutorial discretion in these types of cases, Searby further added. You lost the state prosecutor, you lost the sheriff. That's just one. Let's get to the other ones. This is what has got the gun controllers and J.B. Pritzker, the tyrant sitting in Springfield, so antsy, threatening sheriffs with firing, which he actually can't do. Here's the next one. The right to keep and bear arms for the defense of life, liberty, and property is regarded as an inalienable right by the people. I, among others, believe that HB 5471 is a clear violation of the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Therefore, as the custodian of the jail and the chief law enforcement official for Logan County, that neither myself nor my office will be checking to ensure the lawful gun owners register their weapons with the state, nor will any be arrested or housing law-abiding individuals that have been charged safely with noncompliance of this act. 0 for 2 there, Pritzker. Let's get to another one, and this is why they're so upset, because tyrants have got to have complete unanimity in their control. Anyone steps out of line, it shows others to follow, and that's what we're facing nationally. This is just a microcosm, and Illinois is heavy on control. So let's keep going. This is the third one. Part of my duties that I accepted upon being sworn into office was to protect the rights provided to all of us in the Constitution. One of those enumerated rights in the right of the people to keep and bear arms under the Second Amendment. The right to keep and bear arms for defense of life, liberty, and property is regarded as an inalienable right by the people. I, among others, believe that HB 5471 is a clear violation of the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. He says the exact same thing as Logan County. That one is in McAlpin County. You've got 3 right now, and it's just now starting. And if this starts to sound familiar, this is the exact same thing that happened in Oregon around Measure 114. And look what happened to that one. Smacked around with so many TROs that it can't even get off the bench, not to mention they don't have the infrastructure, not to mention the gun control was not ready across the board to even receive a challenge and has been postponed, probably for a long time. Anyway, here's the last one. Citizens of Greene County, that's just the 4th county. As your sheriff, I wanted to give the citizens of Greene County an update on the recent passage of HB 5471, also known as the Protect Illinois Communities Act. As your duly elected sheriff, my job and my office are sworn to protect the citizens of Greene County. That is a job and responsibility I take with the utmost seriousness. Part of my duties I accepted upon being sworn into office was to protect the rights to all those in the U.S. and Illinois Constitution. One of those enumerated rights found in the U.S. Constitution is the right of the people to keep and bear arms provided under the Second Amendment. You have constitutional sheriffs standing up against the tyrants in Springfield. J.B. Pritzker wanted to get a gun control bill. Well, he got his assault weapons ban. Now he's going to have fun with it in court and follow the exact primrose path that New Jersey, New York, California have fallen, and Oregon. The important thing about this is we are living through history. Make no mistake. Everything that we are seeing, we will tell our children because they are making an all-out push, balls to the wall. This is their last effort because they're about to get smoked. The more assault weapon bans they push forward, the more mag bans they push forward in their utmost quest for virtue, the more they're going to make themselves a case for the Supreme Court, and then what are they going to go after next? So far, candidates for the Supreme Court, you got red flag laws, you've got assault weapons ban, you got magazine bans. What else you want to add there? And if you can think of anything else as one of their unholy trinity of gun control recently, add it to the list. I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you that people are fighting for you, and please support these constitutional sheriffs if you are in Illinois, and if you are not, make sure you support your constitutional sheriff wherever you are. Everything is linked. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.